It's me again. I'm tired. The constant harassment day and night. These people are ridiculous. I was in Walmart today on West Task with my client. We're in the shampoo aisle, and there's a guy staring at me again. Picks up a phone. And he's saying a bunch of crap, and he said, I won't say anything to her today. I'm tired of this shit. Okay? And another end of the aisle. And while we're walking around the store, people around are talking. Now they tape an audio through the whole store. Okay? What? They found those kids lying in 2018? Is that what's going on? Yes, they did. Okay. What about this going on? It was Will doing it to her? They don't know how to break it to her? Or they're trying to figure out how to break it to her? Yeah, they were talking like that while we're headed over the shampoo aisle and around. Right? Yeah. Okay. Take my client and get out of there. Take him back home, and we go to walk in a park in Canton. I think there's some agents around me because they're running around. They got earbuds in. Okay. And 3 older guys pass us. We heard them blame this on Will. And they were mad and were rambling about it. Yeah, he's going to get a lot of trouble. He don't fix this. You can't sit back and let your little informant, okay, be drugged and framed, wake up with black and blue marks, and then these crazy ass people trying to say they have sodium pentothal reports. They don't use it. Google, invest. Okay? The other night, some guy said, we don't drug people. She's like, well, we do. We do. You can't. It's a federal law. You have the right to remain silent. Legal representation. You get charged with drugs and kidnapping. Don't use sodium pentothal. False confession, sodium pentothal. It's spy flick movie stuff. It says right on it. Questioner gets what it wants, right or wrong. You say yes to everything. False confessions down the board. Illegal sodium pentothal. The FDA prohibits any use in humans and not to be brought in the United States. And lethal sodium pentothal, they use it for legal injections in veterinary clinics for animals and in humans. And in anthrax. It's outlawed. It's illegal. It's lethal. And you say yes under it. If you survive. They're not going to do that. An agent had warned me, remember the truth. They'll try to implant lies. They'll try to steal everything you have in life. People got paid off up here, became 2 teams, one for you, one for Dave. The agents are so corrupt, they'll try to steal a settlement. They warned me 3 years ago, right? If you go to Walmart 62 by January 19, the team is definitely split. Okay? Loud, aren't they? Okay. I had went up to FBI headquarters, I think last Wednesday. Not headquarters, but the Akron office sat out. I know my car's bugged. I mean, we're not going to play games. All you have to do is come down here. I mean, the neural chip, the card, the cell, the login. It's like a fucking 007 movie down here upside down. They weren't rooting for the villains because they're paid off by that Judge Pete and possibly Judge Timothy. They're all wrapped up tight. That courthouse needs ripped apart. They're too organized. And yeah, they did. Well, after I played my tapes, some vehicles are pulling out and around. Okay, I go to pull in a gas station, use the restroom. A lady lifts her hood of her vehicle, picks up her phone, and says, "Look, we caught them telling Flora a long time ago they were lying. Everybody's house was looked. That was 18. They verified it again today at Walmart. Uh-huh. Flora already ratted him out for lying. The kids in the apartment building for me. Second one closed the fence. At first they had laughed at me. Then I figured out Dave drugged me before. I didn't know because he drugged me and told me to say whatever it is. That was August 9th. Okay, the car and the chip picked it up. August 8th, my car's bugged. 8/8/21, 8:15 at night to 8:30. Did you know he fentanyl there? Dollar said, "No, we just found out, but we didn't know. They already knew the kids were lying, so they thought they'd make a buck on fentanyl." No, none of this. Stabbed in the neck of the refrigerator, 12/21/18. There's a video of it. Abducted, neurochip. I have a big dent in the back of my skull. It took 2 years for my hair to grow back. It's still not real long. I didn't know what happened. I woke up with the rest of my hair straight up and hair missing and marks on me, and I had no idea what happened to me. Migraines for 8 months. It feeds into cell phones. It's wide open. They did it to disgrace me. It's outlawed. U.S. Supreme Court 18-10134. 2005, 11th Circuit. Remote neuromonitoring, electronic brain links. Our U.S. government recognizes synthetic electronic telepathic war weapons as a legal strategy used by other governments for the truth. Mind-controlling chips to silence whistleblowers, used by perpetrators as a heinous crime. It's against all basic human rights and all human dignity. They put the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th over it. Can't use it for me, but you use it for them. Okay? I was beat, raped, tortured between July and September 19. Agent stalker, an old fat white man involved. I tried to get that Asian lady help where she was stating something bad happened to her husband, where Dave had people come up to kill me and they went to the wrong house and I had to hide not to get murdered. And they said none of this is funny. They're actually dead. So, yeah, somebody needs to get down here. And the hospital said that if they take the chip out and the swelling, my brain will go back to normal. It is removable, okay? But I don't have insurance, and I don't have a way to take it out. And under that court order, you have to give me a settlement, and you have to pay to take it out. You have to pay off my medical bills and your care, and for the rape and torture. And they admitted it 8/18/21 at 4:42 p.m. 2 women. Agent was seen raping her with a stalker by the register. She can have anything she wants. Nobody showed up. FedEx across from Belden, 8/27, 3:05 p.m. Go 5-10 minutes before 2 African American agents standing there. The agent said he raped her because she didn't call 911 on the gunshot night. But there was 2 African American agents at Wood Forest by the not Wood Forest but Walmart. At the register. We stayed on the gunshot night because Dave's girlfriend's prettier and the guy running it didn't blame him. Find out it's her father, George Pete. They say don't let those men get murdered. And an old white guy with gray hair and a mustache at Wood Forest with a group of them mocking me too. And I had to hide not to get murdered. I already almost got shot driving in the head. I had to slam dunk and swerve. I tried to get that lady out, and they beat, raped, and tortured me. I take bladder and medicine because of it. I had nightmares for 9 months coming up out of my sleep. Someone needs to come down and help. Someone broke in my apartment last week. My neighbor came up to me and said, "Who was that grayish blue vehicle at your apartment?" And the people inside. And I said, "What vehicle?" She said, there was someone inside your apartment. There was a bluish gray vehicle outside. I said, "Then you need to call the police." I changed my lock so this wouldn't happen. I don't keep food in my house. because they told me they'd make it look like a suicide. I live in drive-thrus of romaine noodles. They break in, sometimes they'll steal my clothes. Or I have very little. I was gonna move down to my sister's and she couldn't handle this. And I ended up coming back. And it's okay because it keeps her out. If you don't want to help me, you need to take your damn chip out. Louisville Police will tell you it comes up on police scanner. Can't officer. All you have to do is drive by and the fucking thing comes off you. Someone needs to come down here. And the toxic water people aren't getting anything. Not a damn thing. You wipe off some water with clothes on, they can kiss my royal ass. I've almost been murdered. I've been stalked. And people have been killed around me, supposedly. The neighbors were talking. Our ex really did hire murderers. Yeah, or people to hurt her. That's how they put it. Yeah, he did. Yeah. He wanted everything. I love you, Karen, but I love her more. I'm so sorry you have to die for her. I hired a man to slit your throat or stab you in the heart or shoot you if you run. He wasn't lying. He's a master. But is he in jail? No. Hell no. He lives in a $200,000 house and makes $115,000 a year. He's getting remarried to an old heavy-set woman. And they said that Lauren's still involved. Where there's a Michelle. Memorial Day weekend 2019. Food counter, Walmart, 62. Canton. For it's my daughter husband dates. He met her in Ravenna when she was having a stomach spell. It's for my daughter they did all this for. And who's Karen's rich boyfriend? Where I had the legal department following me around. Everybody said I had a rich boyfriend. I had nobody. It's the state of Ohio who protects her. I was found innocent 3 years ago. They actually caught him lying. Just like that lady said. We caught them telling Flora they were lying. They admitted it again inside Walmart on what's desk today. Tape and audio, excuse me. It took everything in me not to cry when I got back with my client. If you don't want to help me, you gotta take your chip out. And I deserve a settlement. You need to pay off your fucking my medical bills from you guys not protecting me. And I never had to stay quiet. That ass told Pamela the night before I called Will back and I was just too upset. Come on. It looks just like Judge Timothy's. Black hair, dark eyes, black glasses, 40. My God, I had an FBI agent in my office. He's right there. Someone needs, yeah. They were taping me unaware. They knew I called. The agents are so corrupt, they sold the lock-in before December of 18. People have it for personal enjoyment. First, when they were talking, the guys were saying, the agents are selling the lock-in for money. It's going for a lot. And then they went, it's going for $25 a pop. And then all of a sudden, everywhere I go, hey, Karen this, hey, Karen that. That's Karen around the house. And it's our nation's disgrace. They let them see me in the bathroom, on the toilet. They dehumanize me. They sold them the neurochip, let them play with it, send false pulses. They let them read my mind. I can even tell you different places, people looking at it to read my thoughts. Under tape and audio, shine. They tape by where you get your hair done. Go about 8-10 times back. I'm thinking of the violent beat, rape, and torture, and some late girl's looking at her phone. She looked up at me and went, I see what they did. And she hid it under her tongue. It's not the only place. I was working at CSE, some guys at the front register. I was thinking this guy's an idiot. And they look over at me and start laughing. She thinks he's an idiot. No. I could live. And there's somebody online that's amazing. If he's legit, it's an oh my God. They'll Get this chip out. No more bitch moves in the neck. And no more either. I put my refrigerator in front of my door. Seriously. I got bins in front of the other one. And people are still coming to my house. If you don't want to help me, put me in the witness protection program. I'll go see Michael. Or live close to him. See if it is gonna work out or not. If not, that's okay. I don't know him. I mean, he's just a sweet guy I talked to on the phone. And victims, another federal law. Victims for justice for torture and terrorism. It's a federal law, you have to help me. You can't tell me no. Because when the inspector general gets around to it, like somebody said, it's gonna be no damn excuse. You can't. Senator Schuring had a man look into it. Senator Schuring! No, some of the agents were involved. They won't fix it. They need to. Because I'll tell you what, in that court order, the ones that did it before got 20 years. RICO charges. It's the United States of America. You have the right to remain silent. I'm a U.S. citizen. The Constitution is the down. And they outlawed neurochips. U.S. Supreme Court. Because of the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. And they don't use sodium because of 5th. And it's just movies. Now I need somebody to show up, please. Okay? I want the chip out. And they already told it FedEx. She's got a tracker chip. You'd have to describe it. They sold the logins, even the bad people. It's not funny down here, okay? Please come help me. Please. I don't want it. They're not funny, are they? Where's the hell? It's the end of the case. Yeah, but Joyce, if I live or die, execute somebody for a young blonde girl at Judge's dog. Really? And helping a cop get away with murder? Because Dave Felton on me and then defends me on tape. That's where it's amazing. And there's no damn excuse they haven't helped me. Like Lily said, they caught him in 18 lying. And if they had a question, they could always ask me. One of the investigators came up around Wood Forest, looked at me and said, it's so stupid, she doesn't know anything. I went, what? He went, never mind. And he walked off. I didn't know. Because it was fucking shit. It was a mean joke. Flora ratted him out. My other granddaughter, October 23rd, 2019. Of course it never happened. Of course it wasn't true. We made it up. It was a game of pretend. God, heaven, I hate. Oh, in the park, some lady and guy was watching me. She was telling somebody it hurts her when they call her those names. It does. I almost died to save my family and others. Good Asians, you can't disrespect me. Karen's one of the most best women you'd ever meet in your life. There was a young, dark-haired guy. They said, John's here to watch Karen. And so I look over, and there would be a black-haired guy with another guy walk off, real young guys. He yelled out something nice. Like, it's ridiculous for any child to be afraid of Karen. She's nothing but good and love. Yeah. He'd yell it across the corner. FedEx, October 20, they still have it. New guy working the case. I heard she's really something. She's out in the vehicle saying this, this, and this. And they're probably just going to try to kill her. Older African-American guy working this case. For we all know this woman's innocent. I was in Circle K around January of this year. Some little kid looks at me and says, Will said she's innocent. All the agents do. Okay? The lady at 1295 Hamlin, I'll tell you, middle apartment, where she screamed at him for breaking, they drugged me and told me what to say. She knows I'm innocent. And she knows they drugged me. The apartment building for me. The whole apartment building knows. Okay? And those little kids witnessed. They told them they were lying. And her mother knows they were lying. The lady at Huntington Bank on the 5th, Cleveland Avenue. I don't want Melissa to get no money out of this. She twitches when she thinks of what they did to her. She's like, that's okay. They knew they made everything up. They just didn't want anybody over. October 2nd to the 3rd, Mercy Medical, ladies outside with an officer. She's an informant, and I watch her, and they're all lying on her. He's like, okay, I'll make sure no one says anything to her. It's not your fault when you're fentanyl or roofied, or somebody sticking with needles and hard telling what was in those needles and what were they doing in my bedroom. Breaking in. And did they rape me too? Because I got raped and tortured by an agent, stalker, and fatman. Because I only woke up with injection marks and men coming up to me in stores. We always knew you were innocent. You thought someone you're arrested. I'm like, who are you? And why are you eating? And what were you doing in my room? Okay? They leave with Steve, Eric, Kurt, Chris, Mark, Henry, McCrae. They said something about a Terrence. And an African-American man jumped out of the shoe aisle at Walmart, 62. You know my name, you don't quit praying about everything for 8 hours. I'll make you stand, or you don't quit praying about everything, I'll make you stand somewhere for 8 hours. And you won't be able to pray anymore. I don't know, I didn't talk to him. I didn't talk to anybody. Talked to Will one time on the phone. Secretary, I seen the guy. No, the Will was scared. Yeah, and that Dave had a list and they were already taping. No officer, no agent, no lady, no man. Nobody came talk to me. I'm a black and blue marks. It's not legal. And they already knew I was played with before, and you know how drug people, it's drugs and kidnapping. I need somebody to come help soon. Please, I am in danger. And you can't leave your informant in danger and chip him. And let me die just because Dave fucks a young blonde girl. He's supposed to be marrying an older ugly woman that's safe. And yeah, they said that Lauren's still involved. There's supposed to be a Michelle, Lauren, a heavyset big boob girl. One of the mean parents is in Mark's on Cleveland Avenue. Probably March to April. I wouldn't say clear back into February of this year. Girls are walking behind me. We know what they try to say about her. It didn't work. The mean parents are standing off the side. Honey, I don't want to hurt over this. It's like, bitch, it hurts. Killing people. I have shooting pains in my head. Do we understand? And they can be taken out and I could live. And I shouldn't die for rich, spoiled little brats that like to kill people. And with them selling a log and then probably more millions. Someone needs to come help me. They're insane out here. Okay?